Hello everybody, Suzanne with Dawning Visions Hypnosis with another really important subject for mental health professionals. Are you feeling overwhelmed by your clients, your patients? Sometimes we find ourselves working with patients and clients who are overwhelming. Maybe they have an overwhelming personality. Maybe they overtalk you a lot. They will not listen. Maybe their situations are really complicated and you really don't know how to best help them. And maybe it's just a problem that is totally out of your scope of care, which are all pretty bad problems to have to contend with, and they would all be overwhelming. As well as maybe working way too many hours with way too many patients so that you don't have a life of your own any longer. This is a really huge problem. It's causing burnout, and a lot of people are leaving the mental health profession or switching from the medical model and going into coaching of one form or another so they can earn a lot more money, like $400 to $500 an hour, versus what the average mental health professional earns. That's a fact. I had one trainee who actually did exactly that. She was a PhD psychologist who basically, I don't know if she sold her practice, but she stopped her practice and went into coaching and is a hell of a lot happier for doing so. She doesn't feel like she is handcuffed to the association's, I don't know, policies, I guess you would say. And she's able to choose exactly who it is that she chooses to work with. And in her case, it's very well paid CEOs for the most part, as far as I know. And she's doing great. So I want to ask you, are you feeling overwhelmed by your patients in one way or another? Because there are things that you can do to not have to feel overwhelmed, besides just cutting down your hours in the same job that you're doing. You can shift the way that you actually operate. As a hypnotist, I don't sell sessions, I sell programs. My clients are going to have to pay me $5,000 and up to work with them, to help them overcome their problems. With the help of hypnotism and neurolinguistic programming, they can overcome their problems, so they do not need to be managed. They do not need to be on drugs in 85 to 90% of the cases. This is with 20 years plus of working as a professional hypnotist and neurolinguistic programmer, certified trainer of both. And I would highly suggest that you integrate these tools and techniques into your work so you too can work many fewer hours with fewer patients to earn a hell of a lot better income, no longer having to feel overwhelmed by people who you do not want to work with for whatever the reason is, and to take back your life in your practice. It can be done. I have several trainees who are doing just that right now, and they're really happy they made that switch. Just an idea for you guys to consider. I have other ones who are keeping their licenses and are just using hypnotism and neurolinguistic programming, integrating it into their profession. I have a new trainee actually starting this weekend who is doing it in this way because she didn't feel she had been given enough tools and techniques that actually helped her patients heal, which is why she got into the work she did in mental health. She was rather frustrated by the whole situation, and she had tried a lot of different other healing modalities and decided she wanted the one that would help her patients actually heal. So if you're interested in learning how to do this, in whichever way you'd like to go forward in doing it, I do offer a 2-day VIP program. It's all done online, one-on-one, and it includes a 12-month mentorship program so that you can learn how to apply the tools and techniques in the right order as you are working with your patients very much like you would do with a clinical that you took when you went through your mental health training. Although in my case, you can just text me and we'll schedule a call so that you can get the information in real time so that you can help your patients heal in a timely fashion. And I can tell you my trainees really do love the program. I only take on 1 week because I have to mentor all these people, right? So I can't take on tons of people, but it is a lot of fun to do the training, and it is also really fulfilling when I get the callbacks or the messages telling me, oh my God, what you told me worked. My patient's doing a hell of a lot better. Thank you so much. So I'd like to offer that up to the mental health professionals because I do believe you got into this work so that you could help your patients heal, not just manage symptoms, pathologicalizing every normal human emotion and medicating them to the point where they can't even think any longer or lose their emotions, because that is what happens with a lot of these medications, and we all know it. Never mind worse side effects over time. So that contact information for learning more about the program, setting up a consultation call, will be in the description below. As always, I thank you for spending your time with me. Till next time, bye-bye, y'all.